Hello students. Okay, we're gonna read this question. What is the solution set for the inequality below? And okay, I'm gonna rewrite my inequality in here. And it reads 17.6 minus 2 times t. And this is the value that we're looking for. And I like to add a multiplication dot just to remind me that this is a multiplication. Okay, then we write the inequality symbol less than, and then we have the decimal number negative 0.8. And I'm gonna remember my main points to solve inequalities. That is, apply inverse operations, exactly what we do in equations. And that when we solve an inequality, when we divide or multiply by a negative number, we switch the sign. And on the last question, we explain why. If you want to see why, you can look at question number 5. Okay, guys, so the first thing is I'm going to start doing inverse operations. The 2 multiplying the t, and this 17.6 is positive. How do I decide what operation we do first? Okay, remember, this is what we're trying to do. We're trying to isolate this variable here. So this is gonna be the one that I'm gonna break down at the end. So I start solving the operations that are not multiplication or division. So here we go. This is positive 17.6. What is the opposite of positive 17.6? And the answer is minus 17.6. And I'm gonna do the same thing on the other side, because we do always inverse operations, but on both sides, right? Okay, so this is the inequality symbol. So I gotta do it before the inequality and behind the inequality. So this is minus 17.6. Okay, so on the left side, these are opposite, positive 17.6 minus 17.6. They're gonna cancel out. Now I'm gonna bring down the 2. I bring down the t that is being repeated 2 times. I'm gonna put it in a box. I bring down the inequality symbol. And then on the right side, I have negative 0.8 minus 17.6. And there's something important here, guys. We are doing a subtraction, and I'm gonna write it on the side. So this is gonna be the operation letter A. Put right here, and I'm gonna keep the notes here so you can track me better. This is gonna be operation A. So I want you to notice this, guys. We have negative 0.8 minus 17.6, right? Okay, so we are subtracting, and we can always rewrite subtractions into additions, and we keep the first number exactly the way it is. We change the division in the subtraction into addition, and then we flip the sign of this number right here. Now, I want you to notice something. This is subtraction, right? Okay. And this number here is negative. That's what I put it in red. It is negative. But the 17.6, if I don't look at the minus, then this number is what? It's positive. Okay, great. So now we're gonna do the subtraction. We keep the first one, that's what we said, negative 0.8. The subtraction will become addition. And then we flip the sign. If this is positive 17.6, now it's gonna become minus 17.6. You see? Why are we doing this? Just so we can see that when we add, we're combining two numbers that have the equal sign. In reality, we're gonna add them. So here on the side, I'm gonna say 17.6 plus line up the decimal point 0.8. And I'm gonna do it like a normal addition. 6 plus 8, 14. 4 and I carry 1. Before I keep going, I bring down that decimal point. 1 plus 7 is 8. and 1 plus nothing, that's gonna be 1. Okay, guys, so look, what it means, guys, is that I added negative 17.6 and I added negative 0.8. So when we're adding two equal signs, our answer is negative. So we just combine those two. From all these two together, guys, we're gonna get negative 18.4. See? Okay, awesome. Okay, and then here in front of the two, I shouldn't forget that there is a minus, right? Okay, the minus, this one here needs to go here. Okay, now we're gonna do next step, and the next step will be the opposite of multiplying by negative 2 is divide. The opposite of multiplication is division. And then we need to divide including the sign, that is negative 2. And if we do that on the left side, we have to do that on the right side. Remember, because we got what we do on the left of the inequality, we gotta do it on the right of the inequality as well. Okay, guys, great. So then from these two, if I divide a negative, if we divide negative 2 divided by negative 2, that's gonna be positive 1. Remember that if we divide or multiply the same signs, it's gonna be positive. Then I'm gonna bring down the t that goes inside this. Now the next step is my inequality, but remember something that we mentioned here. When dividing or multiplying by a negative sign, we switch the sign of the inequality symbol. And we need to see why, we can go back to the question 3 or 5, I'm not sure, but you can check those two questions, guys. And there's a short explanation on why we flip the sign. Okay, so what we're gonna do here, we flip the sign. And goes like this. And now we're gonna do this operation. And I'm gonna call this operation operation B. So I'm gonna do operation B on the left side. I never like to do operations underneath, so I can leave the process clean. Like all of this is the inequalities, is solving the inequality. So I'm gonna write the letter B on the side. It's gonna be here. And this blue line means long division. I'm gonna write the long division right here. Then I'm just gonna copy the numbers with no sign. So we can do like a normal operation with positive numbers. And then the number 2. 18.4 goes in the dividend, and the 2 is the divisor. And now we're gonna multiply. 2 times what? So I can get a 1. Well, that's not gonna work because the number needs to be bigger than the divisor, than this number. Now I'm gonna take the 18. I'm gonna record my answer on top of the 8. 2 times what is the same or close to 18? And the answer is a 9, right? 2 times 9 is 18. We do our subtraction, that's gonna be 0. Now what's behind the 18? And there is a decimal point. So the decimal point goes to the top. And now we bring our next digit down. That is a 4 right here. Now we do 2 into 4. And the answer is 2. 2 times 2, that's a 4. We subtract, and 4 minus 4, that's a remainder 0. Great. So when we divided 18.4 by 2, we got 9.2. And now I'm going to take care of the sign. I haven't yet, so I'm going to do it just right now. If we divide a negative by a negative, the answer is positive. So we keep it just the way it is. Great. I'm going to write my inequality symbol. I highlight it. And now I'm going to bring down my variable t. Now I'm not going to write that 1 in front of the t anyway. This implies there is only one t. And I'm going to bring down the 9.2. See? Okay, very quickly, we're going to summarize what we did. We start doing inverse operations. The opposite of positive 17.6 is minus 17.6, and we did it on both sides. Then, guys, we recorded that answer, and now we get rid of this negative 2 by dividing by negative 2 both sides of the equation. and we did our operation here on the side. Because we divided by a negative, we flip the inequality symbol. The explanation is here, and there is an explanation in question 3 or 5. I'm not sure which of those two. Then we remove the coefficient one, and we bring down our answer from here. Here we apply the rules of negative divided by a negative, and then that's why the answer is positive. You see that is really easy. It's just like doing the equations, guys, but we apply the rule of flipping the sign of the inequality when we multiply or divide by a negative. And then based on this work that we got here, we're gonna analyze the choices. The first one says that the t is smaller than 9.2, and that's not true. It's actually the other way, so we cannot take this one. Now we check choice B and says that t is greater than negative 18.4, and that's not the value that we got. Gonna be your answer. Now letter C says t greater than 9.2. That looks like my answer. And letter D says t less than 9.8. The inequality symbol is incorrect, and also the number is incorrect. Our answer is absolutely letter C. Thank you, guys.